From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, we've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now and getting to start. Taijuan Walker. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Now the 0-1. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Here's a 2-2. That one missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
So digging in, Geraldo Perdomo. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Runner at first with no outs here. Runner takes off. Pitch misses in. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Line drive, caught. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovello. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
And a foul ball. And that's downstairs and outside.
Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Check swing, called strike. Man at second.
The count is full.
In the dirt. Got him. And there are 2 down.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Walker checks the runner. Carroll back in on a dive. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Carroll around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Just off the inside edge. Squirts away a little bit.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, starting on the mound in this one, Zach Gallen.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Bryson Stott leading things off and takes a strike. Fought off foul. Goes down looking. Trey Turner at the plate. That one ripped, but foul. One down, base is empty. And that's a strike. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Stays alive.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here comes Bryce Harper.
That's a ball.
First pitch misses. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. The 1-1. High in the air, out to right. Carroll on his way over. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Walker back to work. In for a strike. 0-1. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Alec Thomas now. Thomas goes 5 feet 11 inches, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. There's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. 1-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. 1 out, bases empty. And that one is in the dirt. Now 2-2. That's down and in. Towards first. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 8, second baseman, number 13.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the rookie second baseman.
Let's go, Phillies.
That's outside. And that is ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. That one's in there, and it's 1-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that is downstairs. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one the other way. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Phillies nothing. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. Next offering is downstairs.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 3-0. That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Schwarber aboard here at first with nobody out.
One ball, one strike.
Ground ball right side, could be two. There's one. Back to first, double play. 3-6-3, nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Max Kepler at the plate. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Two down, nobody on. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. That one ripped. That's back. And out of here. His second homer of this series, and it ties it up. It's 1-1.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now it's Alec Bohm. That's in there. Strike one.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Tied up here in the early going. Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, two strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. The Phillies draw even on this solo homer. All even at one apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Here's the catcher, Jose Herrera. And a pitch. In the dirt, ball one. And another ball. Grounds one to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Now batting, right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
So the lineup flips over. Corbin Carroll now at the plate. He walked and came around to score his first time up. There's a strike. Splits the plate. That's strike two. And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take two straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
And here is Geraldo Perdomo. And the 1-0. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
To the right side, Harper takes it himself. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Fastball for a strike. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Thomas sizing it up. He's got it. And there's 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 away now.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrating with himself until his next at bat.
This is Bryson Stott.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That one's in there, 0-1. And a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That one inside. Look out.
The count.
Two outs. Got it. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. All tied 1-1. Back here in Philadelphia, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Pavin Smith. And that one fouled off.
Well, these Diamondbacks doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Sends it across to first. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Josh Naylor. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Right through there for a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
The 0-2. And that just misses. Fights that one away, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Check swing, and that's a ball. On the ground. It's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Go ahead run on base. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And that's in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that's in for a strike. 0-2.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Out there to center. Dives, and it gets by. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Golden opportunity right here. That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now here is Alec Thomas. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Just missed. Up and in, and a count now 2-0.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
He knew he had a little wiggle room with the open base, but now that disappears. A mistake to this next batter, and this inning might really break open.
So bases all loaded up. Here's the second baseman. Grounded out his first time up. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Two outs. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
In for a strike, and it's 2-1. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Christopher Sanchez, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Strom getting cranked up as well. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that's the third out. They leave them loaded. We're midway in the fourth. All tied 1-1. Bottom of the fourth. Here's Turner now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. That's to third. Suarez tosses to first. Turner is out.
Now batting, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Here comes Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
The 1-1. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one popped up. Naylor gets under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Phillies, designated hitter,
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. And that drops in for a strike. Outside. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Close, but called a ball. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Right down to shoot. It's 0-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And that is the third out of the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're headed to the 5th. All tied 1-1. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Ready now for the 5th inning. And here's the catcher, Jose Herrera. Walker back to work. On the ground to third. He gets there with the slide. Gathers and throws. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Next to hit for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. Fouled off. He was late. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And downstairs.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-2. That one missing inside. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. Hits the fence. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Carroll, the runner at second with one away. And a swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Turner in plenty of time to first. 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Hayden Smith.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Smith, the next to hit. And that one fouled off. Two outs with a runner at third. And that's in for a strike. Two outs. That one misses. 1-2 the count. Oh, great stop. To first. Nicely done for the out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Last half of the fifth coming up. All tied 1-1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. And that misses. Ball one. Kepler, in his 9th season, 32 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. Next offering is down low.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Next one misses, and that's ball 3. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
And here comes Alec Boehm. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Around first and hustling for second, and that's a double.
He was all over that one. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Slides, but he can't come up with it. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Rafael Marchand will hit next. And fouled off.
I got 1 ball, 1
In the
strike.
dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Inside, just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a foul out of play. And there's a ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
2 on, 1 out. And that'll load the bases.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Fought off foul.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
Tap foul at the plate. Bohm on third. Rojas at second. Marchand at first. One gone. That one just missing inside. And the count is 1-2. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Brandon Pfaadt preparing to come on if needed. McGuff getting loose as well. Now one missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And that one missing low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Trey Turner now. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. In the air, out towards right center. Thomas sizing this one up. That is the inning. Phillies leave them loaded. Still tied 1-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Christopher Sanchez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Just missed. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Orion Kerkering getting loose out there. Hernandez also getting ready. Yeah, that's fouled off. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Over to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
So up next, Eugenio Suarez. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. That one is gone. A laser to left. His 11th of the year, and the D-backs jump out in front. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So one out, nobody on. Here's Gurriel. Out to short. Turner throws to first, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Alec Thomas.
So 2 down now, and here is Alec Thomas. Ball 1 there.
Damn.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Hard hit left side. That's the 3rd out. D-backs get 1 on the solo jack, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back here in Philadelphia, here's Harper now.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
Strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Smoked to the left. This looks like extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And now Kyle Schwarber. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. With the tying run at second, here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Kevin Ginkel getting ready to go. Thompson warming up as well. Next pitch is outside.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Looping, breaking ball, and he struck him out.
Not a very good curveball right there, but sometimes those high breaking balls kind of surprise you as a hitter, and when they stay high, have just a little more velo on them to get by you. And that 2-strike count, I thought was a pretty good pitch to hit. I think he got a little too excited and tried to do too much.
Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Man at second. Toss to Naylor, and Castellanos is out.
batting, left fielder.
Now batting Max Kepler. He's already homered in this game. And there's a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
And that is out of play.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Inside. Going to count 1 and 2. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Alec Bohm in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. Picks it up with a bare hand. They get the out, and that'll do it.
This is a beautiful play. The bare hand grab at third. Throws off balance to first base to end the inning. If you play third base, it's got to be one of your favorite ones to watch.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Strom.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the second baseman.
Second baseman, number 13.
And he lays down a bunt. And that's just foul. And the 0-1. Way inside, gets out of the way. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Inside, almost got him. He goes down looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
This one in the air. And that quickly, 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
This is Corbin Carroll.
Really nice double last time after a long battle at the plate.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Hit hard, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here is Geraldo Perdomo. That one way outside, and that's ball 1. 2 outs.
Ball 2.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a
runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. Carroll at second with 2 down. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. 1 left for Arizona as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kevin Ginkel.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Leading off, Alec Bohm, 1 for 2. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Right through there for a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Digging in, Johan Rojas. And that drops in for a strike. A little bit high. 1-1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Rafael Marchand stands in for the Phillies. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Just misses with that one. Sets him down looking. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Phillies 1. And we're back. Now at the plate, Pavin Smith.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Strom back to work. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Strom, in his 9th season, 33 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of North Dakota. And a swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And ball one.
2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. 1 down.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Josh Naylor stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That missed by a lot, and that's ball one. Base knock, center field. Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. He had a big swing back in the 6th. The solo shot that figures into this game in a pretty big way right now.
Yeah, that was a big swing of the bat, and he's going to be looking for more, trying to add on to this lead right here.
There's a strike.
0-1.
Got him swinging.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 0 for 3 in this one.
Let's go, Phillies!
Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Naylor, the runner at first with 2 gone. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Rojas on the move to the alley. And that is that. One left for the Diamondbacks. They lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Steven Silva up and throwing for manager Torey Lovello. Thompson, the right-hander, also getting loose. And a swing and a miss there.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That one close, ruled the ball. Ball 2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Inside ball 3.
Trey Turner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Throws to first in time. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Here's Trey Turner. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Ball 1.
Struck him out looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Here comes Bryce Harper. 1 for 3. First pitch, and he just misses. Two outs. And there's a foul ball. Bouncer to second. And that one handled. On to first. Harper retired. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Down quickly go the Phillies. And our score remains 2-1. Orion Kerkering taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First offering, and it just misses. Movement in the bullpen. Tanner Banks, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Ruiz, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Next offering upstairs.
Nope, that's down.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Now it's the second baseman. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. That clips the corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Jose Herrera digs in now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now, Geraldo Perdomo.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Up and in, and now 2-0. And another ball.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And they're all loaded up.
A real bad time for a walk. You're trailing in this ball game, trying to keep things close. They've been in a difficult spot, and things aren't getting any easier.
2 outs, bases full. Now it's the DH, Pavin Smith. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Diamondbacks leave them loaded, but they still lead it 2-1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Steven Silva. A chance at his first save of the year.
Arizona, number 18.
Well, 1-run game. Kyle Schwarber getting ready to hit. A couple of walks and a strikeout. The wind of the pitch. That one off the mark. Ball 1. It's down and in.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
1-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Castellanos, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1. A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. To the left side, but it is well foul. Next pitch is outside. Just missed. Max Kepler in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the corner for a strike. 3-2 now.
I got 3-2.
Good job to fight that one off. Got him swinging for the K. And they're down to their last out.
No, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So they're down to their final out. Now the left fielder, Max Kepler. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Ball 1, no strikes.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Just missed. And another ball. Johan Rojas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In there at the knees. Yeah, that's fouled off.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
1 strike away. He walked in, and that will keep things going.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Weston Wilson.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
On the ground to the left, down the line, and it's foul. That's outside. And 1-1. Popped up. Carroll moves towards it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.